London's government wanted a bold solution, one that could rival the best airports on Earth. So they proposed something radical. Move the entire airport onto the water. The plan was officially called the Thames Estuary Airport, nicknamed Boris Island, after then-Mayor Boris Johnson. It would be built on an artificial island or a series of floating platforms in the Thames Estuary, east of London. Estimated cost? Up to $76 billion. It wasn't just a runway in the sea. This would be a mega hub with 4 runways, high-speed rail links, and space for 150 million passengers a year. It would make Heathrow look tiny. Supporters said it would transform southeast England into a new global gateway. They even proposed building it on giant floating concrete caissons. Like an offshore oil platform, it would be one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects in history. But here was a catch: or several building on the estuary would mean dealing with soft mud, shifting sands, and massive tides. It would need new flood barriers to protect from storm surges. Shipping lanes to Europe run right through the estuary, so those would have to be rerouted. And let's not forget wildlife. The area is a protected habitat for hundreds of bird species. All of that pushed costs to an eye-watering $76 billion. Then there was the question of getting there. The estuary is over 30 miles from central London. Planners wanted to build high-speed rail lines, tunnels under the Thames, even new motorways. These transport upgrades alone could cost tens of billions. Suddenly, it wasn't just a floating airport, it was a complete re-engineering of southeast England. Despite the challenges, Boris Johnson championed it as a legacy project. He argued it would make Britain an aviation superpower and end Heathrow's noise misery. Design firms produced stunning concept art. Vast terminals surrounded by water, planes taking off in Tupanskis. It caught the public's imagination for a while. It seemed like it could actually happen, but in the end reality sank the plan. The $76 billion price tag was too high. Environmental groups opposed the destruction of estuary habitats. Airlines resisted moving operations so far from London. Engineers warned about fog, bird strikes, and the challenge of building in the estuary's shifting mud. The Airports Commission studied it carefully, and rejected it. Instead, they recommended expanding Heathrow with a third runway. Montage of Heathrow expansion plans, artist renderings of estuary airport. Today, Heathrow's third runway is still mired in legal battles.